I'm saying you're likely getting to a situation where you can cast it for 3 on their turn to blow them out, or worse, it's just the same as Heat versus Rag Pride. But like Pyroclasm, you could cast for less sooner, hit the guide, hit the Ajani on turn 2 instead of needing to wait until turn 3 and have more mana available afterwards. Like, I don't see a world in where fire magic is the preferred sweeper over at least Pyroclasm if you're looking for a sweeper effect. Like, if you want to argue it versus Toxic Deluge, that's fine. But I cannot see a world where you want fire magic over Pyroclasm if you're choosing between red sweepers. Two decks and neither of them care about these cards to see which one it's better. I mean, Ragavan, right? Right. Like it digs us out of this, right? Oh. All right, well, I guess that's a pretty good keep on 5. Fire Magic's better into Brood Scale. Is it? Wooded Foothills. So it's either could be Boros without a 1-drop. Could be Zoo. I think I want to go Thoughtseize into Frog. For all the people that were wrong. Said Prowess. The chat log saying Zoo or Eldrazi says otherwise. Please don't Corey steal me. Hey. Lag or something. IDK. I don't know, man. I'm just here. For me, an expressive iteration. On the bright side, I could literally never block a Monastery Swift Spear ever. The other bright side, I might not have to. I think I'm just going to hold up Counterspell here because I believe the way that I lose is my opponent resolving a creature like now. Counterspell this. I know half their hand is dead. Right, Ninjutsu Kaito. We hit. We dead if they had Mountain in hand? Not dead, but we were pretty close to it. Fine. Okay. 2 to the bottom. No land. Let's go. Let's go. City. No. Want you. Just looking for like force and negation stuff now. The frog. Carry on. Force negation for a quarry seal would be. No. Absolutely not. So you're at 9. Kaito's at 4. Discard. 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 Guard. Base for the frog and the Kaito. Okay, what do we want against Prowess? You know what I don't want? Fire magic. You know what I'm glad I didn't register in my sideboard? Fire magic. Easy how that works out. Agavan can go away. They are trash. I'm not arguing that point. What I'm arguing is that I don't want Pyroclast or fire magic. Do we really want 3 dispute for their EI or 4 EI? No, but I want 3 dispute for their 4 EI, their Murktide Regent / Oculus post board, their spell snares / spell pierce, their potential mystical dispute, and possibly into the Flood Maw. Why? Opponent mulliganed. We'll keep. Potential turn 2 flip Tameo. Got Hidetsugu and it's good here. Well, if there's anybody known for making bad decisions when it comes to deck building, I'm one of them. All right. Am I going for the Tameo? I don't think there's anything I care about mystical disputing on turn 1. But I could bobble myself to try to see like a force of negation or a spell snare for a Quarry Steel. That'd be super dope. But it would mean that I cannot flip Tameo on 2. I think it's worth. Maybe they just like plot a slick shot here. Also good for me. A 2 to the top. No. Opponent. Why dost thou bring this hatred upon me? I want that. Good. Am I going for Thoughtseize here? Or am I just playing out Undercity? I think I'm just going to pass. I don't think I want to get basic swamp. I too have cards that say Delirium on them. What you got? The opponent has got the card Spell Snare in hand. Means I would be really happy if opponent would top deck the card Murktide Regent right here. That works too. Basically the same thing. The Kaito. Ugh. Dang it. I think I'm going to play for the 0 here. Ice. Snare. Go ahead and heat you. Carry on. passes back through, which would lead me to believe another copy of Bell Snare. But sure. I think I'm just going to keep attacking and zeroing. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Why do we have to see the Vexing Bauble right now when they just plotted this show off and it looks good? Son of a bitch. Damn it. I'm trying to make a point here. I'm trying to make a point with these stupid baubles. Oh, I'm objective. I don't think the Mishra's bauble mattered. But it's funny. Like, hey, you can't cast your show off into our 5 counter spells. Dude, this is like my dream hand on the play. This is the hand I want to see like every single time, where it's just turn 2, flip Tameo, force a negation up, force negation off like a backup Tameo. Do it. Just do the what's it called? The amulet there. Dingo basically says Bobble's the best card in the format right now. I agree with that. I'm not saying Bobble's bad. I just don't think I would say best card in the format. No. I don't know why it. I guess it said the shits is why it paused that comment. The shits on Brood Scales the deck specifically because they play Bobble. Could imagine that. Okay, let's get it frog down. Right. Shit's on every deck that he's not playing. I enjoy Ginger streams. I usually lurk in there a pretty good bit. Green Suns for 3. Main deck 6. Main deck 6. Huh. Wonder if this heat will ever kill this Grazer. At the moment, I'm just hoping that this counterspell will stop a Titan. Missing that 4th land drop might bite me. Or, sorry, the basic swamp might bite me. Let me know if you've ever heard me say those words before. Basic swamp might bite me in the ass. This is going to be fun. All right, so inner combat. We are going to discard a Ragavan, sure, to unholy heat this 6. Carry on. What? What? No attack. But how do you win if no attack? I would like to draw 22 Magic the Gathering cards. I would like to point one of them at this Arboreal Grazer. I was about to say, is this like the Titan Revenge where we make them click it out and they're like, I'm going to make you click it out too. But our combo doesn't take 12 minutes off the clock. Nom 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 nom. All the om-noms. Brainstorm into modern. See, this guy gets it. Guy gets it. On the draw. Put you there again so you know. I'm going to board out one Ragavan. It's like, it's not great into our Boreal Grazer. And some... My sideboarding's feeling very, very awkward with this list. Do I want the other Meltdown just for Saga Constructs and Amulets? Do I want the other Strategic Betrayal because they showed me main deck 6? I want Swords to Plowshares. We got Swords to Plowshares. We got better Swords to Plowshares because it doesn't get Force of Negation and you can ephemerate it. And it kills your opponent. I don't think Solitude's like actually better than Swords to Plowshares, but for the context of modern, it's pretty damn close. I need more Harbinger of the Seas. Suns for 1. They gonna go get the land dude? Yeah. Have swords, I get crop rotation. Why does this not feel like a fair exchange? I'll give you crop rotation if I can have force of will. We're just asking for obscure things out here. Force of will. E. We'll keep going back and forth and eventually just be playing Legacy. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Opponent had the choice to dismember the frog. Kind of surprised they didn't block and dismember. Or like go for the dismember and then make me discard and go for the blocks. Not doing anything with this extra mana anyway. Yes. I guess. Is this the Grixis list from Tacoma? No, it's a little different. We played a pretty similar list to it last league, but this one's several cards off. Come on, tutor up a Lotus Field. Come on, tutor up a Lotus Field. Bucks, no whammies. Okay. So I know my hand's or opponent's hand is Titan, Titan, Lotus Field, Otawara. I could consign the mana making ability on Saga and get a free frog hit in. Doesn't sound great, but it doesn't sound awful. Zeriak coming in with a 9-month resub. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the subscribers. Also, did you get banned from Dingo's chat the other day? Did I see that correctly? I heard you were trying to stream snipe him over and over again with Mill. Which is kind of hilarious. So toxic. Kind of great. Do like me a Tameo here. Kept messing with him, saying I would. Then when I was like, if you lose that shitty pal, I'm 100% Q sniping you. Kind of glorious, not gonna lie. This field, sack. Poor guy took 58 hours for one trophy. Dude, it was brutal. I saw the crash out tweet. It was like apologizing for crashing out on stream. It was like, dude, you're braver than I am for even starting that. All right, I am going to flip Tameo because I want to be able to start buying back counter spells. I think I can wait on Meltdown for a turn. I haven't played 50 leagues in 2 days, but I've been hard stuck getting 3-2s with Gorios. Dude, have you seen like the Gorios conversion rates for some of these big events? It's been awful. When's your attempt at the challenge? Never. I've got the mental fortitude of like a dead butterfly on somebody's car grill. I refuse to be a part of that nonsense. Play blue, white, and snooze. Well, then if you lose to something, you got to play that something. And never apologize for crashing out. Hell, I make sure I crash out just for fun. Dingo, PT, and some others heard me actually being serious and crashing out, and they were like, what the fuck? Dude, there's nothing quite like a Zeriak missed land drop crash out. It's amazing. Getting Otawawara'd. Yes, you have got it. That frog cannot hurt you now. but Tameo can. Oh, wasn't even during Magic? Better. Let's go. Done. Take those. Tick up. Thought sees you. Take that one. Opponent cannot cast a Primeval Titan next turn. And if they cast something they can play out, I can frog. I get punished if they top deck exactly Ice Till Explorer, and I can just play around that by not casting a frog. So I think I'm going to take the slow play. That's rude. Jukabogged. I don't lose to top deck Woodlands because if they top deck a Woodlands, they can't Titan attack this turn, and I can just buy back Unholy Heat and kill the Titan before they attack. And yes, I can buy back Unholy Heat off Ice Till, but they would get Urza's Saga back plus something else, like Urza's Saga, Growth Chamber, pick up Teleria West, and that's just like a lot of free value that I don't need to give them. What is Frog usually playing to handle Graveyard, Cling, or Spellbomb? Usually Spellbomb in the side if you're like that adamant about stopping the Graveyard. Some people run Cling to Dust, a couple copies in the main, 1 or 2 copies. At the moment, I'm on Ghost Vacuum and Strategic Betrayal, trying out some of these today. But normally I'll play like Spellbomb, Strategic Betrayal, some number. I'm not a big Cling to Dust believer. Kind of sucks to go like 2 more turns with the frog hit, but it might be correct. Well, I mean, like in 2 more turns, we're just ulting a Tameo, right? So all we have to do is like not die, go to our next turn, take Tameo up to 8, then replay the frog, and then not die again, and we're kind of fine. Right. How does this style of frog do into Jeskai? Well, we beat Jeskai earlier last league without Ragavan. Like, we crushed Jeskai without Ragavan last league. I think it's... I don't want to go as far as saying it's a good matchup, but like Tameo, Kaito, Quantum Riddler, all excellent against Solitude decks. And we just get to play like Thought Seizes and counter spells on top of those. So it's not bad. Kaito. All right. Opponent, do you have a copy of a removal spell for this Tameo? Marsh Flats. No. Kind of rude. Kind of rude. What a frog. 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 All the lands. Are we just believing that they've got a blood moon in hand? No reason to believe otherwise. Like an arena of glory. Okay. Is there any chance they go to flip this right away? Oh boy. Definitely made a bit of a gamble there. I was kind of hoping opponent would go for the flip to Johnny right away, and they did not. So, little unfortunate. They might go for it here, since if I had like a spot removal spell, they could sack. If I respond with try to kill the Ajani, they could sack again. Back to see how it was going. Bad choice. We had a oh boy. We had a hand that was going for a turn 2 flip Tameo on the play, and they had the galvanic discharge on turn 1. And that kind of ruined our day. Rough beats. Van out. We're on the play. Could like leave extra Ragavan in. Just try to Ragavan into Kaito, but when does Avatar release? I think it's like November 20th or something. It's so weird because I feel like we've been getting Avatar spoilers for like 2 months now, and the set is still basically a month away. Right. I think we're gonna shuffle that away. That. Okay. Good for the home team. I Fire Magic looks pretty good here. So does every other sweeper we could possibly play. You know what looks good here? Marsh Casualties. You know it looks pretty good here? Electrickery. Fire Magic's one of those cards that doesn't read well and doesn't seem like it will play well, but when you play Fire Magic, it ends up being way better than you think. Well, I keep like looking at lines where I would possibly want a Fire Magic, or trying to like see how games progress and see how I would want Fire Magic there. And I just never see moments where I'm like, this is what I want to be doing. Why'd you keep in Bobbler or Bobble as a cycler? Well, what am I bringing in that's better than Bobble? Like a mystical dispute? Extra Kaito on the draw? Dropping Sync. Hope opponent does not have a Blood Moon on the play. Good start for me. Better start for me. I got that mic mute in before that sneeze. Voice of Victory. I'm going to counter this off of what? Spell snare, so I can stern scolding a seasoned pyromancer. I mean, I want to play out a psychic frog here. I need another one of you at the moment. Okay. Get a basic swamp if they got a blood moon. A little scary. A little concerning. Blood moon. Blood moon. I would be so ecstatic if you played a blood moon right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Damn it. Did not do it. So let's get basic swamp. I want to get steam vents or thundering falls, but I would have to like keep a land on top, and I want to be able to thought seize into strategic betrayal. Thundering falls is fine. What I was afraid of. I'm gonna get so punished when they slow rolled a blood moon on me. Bro. God, their hand is cracked. All right, well, we lose this one. Maybe not. Maybe not. That triple of Johnny. Yeah. That's unfortunate. All right, so they attack. Something else. Spyro. Oh, fair. Discharge target. Like whether you discharge target the frog or discharge target the cat, get 2 cards out of hand, but I think you go after the frog. Oh. I have to force a negation. I can't discard the cards because then I just like die to the chump or lose my frog to the chump. Block here. If I top deck a deluge, I can deluge for 1. They'll just dead to the flage. Triple a Johnny. Not good for us. You know, top decking fire magic there would have looked so good. Yeah, to flip the Ajani and then they get back Croaks can zero the Ajani. Been great for us. Fire magic the tokens and then attack at the Ajani and not be able to kill it because we didn't have enough to discharge. And guy has like 5 pages of Boros energy only results. Yeah, they've been playing it for a minute. I know I've played against them a few times in like challenges and stuff. Did a 2 to all and still die to the flage. Like, I don't think that's solving the problem. Arid Mesa. I'm going to go ahead and bobble them once to see if I can figure out what this is. Orm's chant, so it's Storm. So do I want to preordain? Looking for a force of negation? Or do I want to just play out the Tameo and hope we get there? Probably want to preordain. We'll go ahead and crack this other bauble too. Try to up the chances on force. Oh, so there's blue-white control. Never mind. Our plan has gone to shit. Storm main deck, Orm's Chant. It's a wide, wide, wild world out there. Like, up until earlier this league, if you had asked me, does Jeskai Control play Nahiri the Harbinger? I would have said no, but we've seen that today. If you had asked me, does that Nahiri the Harbinger deck also play Dress Down and Null Drifter? I would have said, of course not. I'd have been wrong again. But when I see a red fetch land in Orm's Chant, I think I go to Storm a lot faster than I go to blue-white control. Arid Mesa is pretty solid. Well, I'm not surprised that they have Arid Mesa or that they have a white land. I just see a red fetch and immediately think Storm or like Prowess or something before I think blue-white control, because Prowess, Boros, Storm, blue-white control. It's just the default mentality that that's one of the ones that it is. God, OP. Terminus incoming. Be pretty good against us. Okay. Don't mind seeing a Tameo here. I wonder if they're just playing Brain Surge to flip Tameo. That'd be kind of hot. Mistaken coming in with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody from Mistaken Stream. Hope you had a good one. We are currently round 4, sitting at 2-1, playing some Grixis, Riddler, got some Ragavans in here, Baubles on Holy Heats. We're up against some sort of blue-white control. Be like one of your French girls. Everybody coming through on the raid. If it's your first time here, my name's Michael, or Control Freak on Magic Online. Play a lot of blue-black X frog decks. So if that's your jam, then you came to the right place. appears opponent is interested in value Orms chanting me. Opponent has realized that they do not have double red mana. Opponent is shamefully passing the turn up. Nope, never mind. Back to shamefully passing the turn. Can't. Surge. I think I'm going to counter this brain surge. I've got Unholy Heats to start fighting over Flage. They might not be able to flip it this next turn. Take second Flage, play Tameo. They hit the land. They got to decide between Flage and Solitude. Got an answer to one of those. The land. They're going to chant you again. It's always possible. Let's pass turn. Doesn't feel great, but there. Okay. We do have another red source. I think I'm more interested in killing off the Tameo at the moment. And I think I'm going to play Frog and Tameo out. Or I want to just double Frog. Frog might be better. They want to go like Escape Flage on one of them. I can double discard to that one. If they have land, I want a Solitude. Playing about that. If they want a fourth Orms chant me, third Orms chant me. I'm going to fall asleep having nightmares of Orms chant. Dare do it. Don't you dare do it. So let's play out Tameo. Because I want, if for whatever reason these frogs connect, I want to be able to flip Tameo. If they have like a counter spell or something on the Tameo, that's fine. Draw a card off of our frog. Go ahead and Tameo, 0 Kaito. Now we have drawn a card off of our Tameo. Sure. We not. Oh, we didn't do damage to them. Crap. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Pretend that didn't happen. OP, this is why people stop playing Jeskai and just play blue-white. They had Flages. Flages were present. Didn't do a lot, but they were there. This vexing bobble situation. I can't with it. Just so awkward to look at. Well, I know it stays, but want it to. I don't want it to stay. This is fine. We're on the draw. We got a preordain. Literally, what is the worst that could happen? Got Arch of Otherworldly Delight. Okay. See, we were fine. We were fine. We were so fine. Opponent's not even going to have the Flage. They're going to play a Narset and tick down. Shot. No shot. No shot. No shot. No shot. No shot. No shot. There's no way you can sign this right. Okay. Okay, I was about to rage if they consigned this Ragavan trigger. Want half of these. Guess I just keep that because it gets me closer to delirium. Kaito, 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 ninjutsuing we go. Kaito, 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 Kaito. Curveiling we go. Kaito, Kaito. Kind of want both of these. Go top. Maybe I'm shuffling away the Tameo. So I kind of want to thought seize here. Have you tried Grixis just for heat, no rag? Literally did last league. The problem was the list we played was like really, really heavy on subtleties, and that bit us in the ass. Play rag. Got a steam vents, but you do not want to use it to cast this solitude. Want to chant me. Solves. Blum. Ooh. Lage can solve. Ragavan is dust. Going to Orms chant me again. No. Cool. I would like to Ghost Vacuum. Exile a Flage Titan of something. Pretty sure that's the name of it. Flage Titan of something. Kaito. Kaito Bane of Solitude Dex. I am glad we got to ninjutsu off of a Ragavan hit, though. It's one of the plays that I thought was like a reason to go Grixis is just a little more consistent of getting Kaito into play, mana advantage. Not sure how it would actually play out. I think Ragavan's like pretty decently positioned at the moment. I know we ran into Boros after somebody, I forgot who earlier, smack talking that there was no Boros around anymore. That's like the worst matchup for us to have Ragavan in, but pretty good otherwise. Rag on rag violence. Sacred Foundry basic planes. Jeskai. Plage, Fable, Ephemerate. Take Fable. Gonna dash Ragavan. Solitude off the board, so we can just hard cast a Quantum Riddler next turn. Seems decent. Like that. It's either hard cast Quantum Riddler or it's dash Ragavan and ninjutsu Kaito. Ephemerate this. All right, we're just dashing and ninjutsu here. Seem like cards I would like access to. Quantum Riddler on their library. Can't cast Ephemerate because they don't have a target. Haste a Warped Riddler. Land is really, really good for us. Fine. We want to keep that because I need an answer to both the Riddler from Warp and the Flage. Pretty good. I would rather Unholy Heat the Flage and counterspell the Riddler. Is this a list you've been working on? No, this is something thrown together. Counters you. Combat. Unholy Heat you. Need another threat. Need a Dimir Flage. We have needed a Dimir Flage for a hot minute. All these other decks getting to play Flage and Uro, and to a lesser extent Kroxa. We're just like sitting here waiting. Bonk. Also have a pending. Get out of here. Ah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Broseph! Quit! Riddler. Not Riddler. Probably a Solitude. It's like betting money. This is a Solitude. I guess it could be a Thalia. But okay, we know they drew a land, so that's a plus. Okay. Good draw. We'll take that. Let's go. Tap Steam Vents. No, I should have discarded this to the frog. My bad. That should have been a discard. Okay. Might not complain with a mana advantage next turn. But it still should have been a discard. What about that one? Good too, right? Frog draw in. Jutsu Kaito. And I think we start with stun. And then next turn, we're just going to start embleming. Why not hardcast Kaito? Because I don't want to tap off the mana right now. I think I play Frog. I guess I play both. Feel Moto's starting to lag. This now. Sign, sure. I already know I'm going to be stunning Felia. Discard you. Warp you. Draw about 1 billion cards. Looking for counterspell. Not find one. So we'll pass. Yeah. Pass, holding up consign. Or sink. Whatever the stupid card is. Definitely coming in. Coming in. You get a kind message in chat. I got a message. It was not directed at me. So just a general frustration message, which I think is completely reasonable there. Hello, yes, I would like 17,000 cards, please. Hello, yes, front desk. Can I get 17,000 cards sent to my room, please? Thank you. Waiter, can I have one of your finest 17,000 cards? Yeah. Got an answer to Ragavan. We got sync counter spells. Want to respond with Felia? That. Carry on. That's a good sign for me. I like that card not being in hand. We do have to take a bunch of damage off of our mana base, which kind of sucks here, but it is what it is. On top. Did. Oh, oh no. Our greatest weakness, too many counter spells. Quan Shi Tong could have lifelink instead of vigilance. I mean, could, sure. I don't know if you necessarily want it to. Like a card design standpoint. Hit me with your best dog. Hit me with your best dog. Hit me with your best dog. Dispute away. Think I will. So this Flage is off of an exerted arena. So I can probably assume that they've got a consigned to memory in hand. Just going off of context clues. Ragavan. So I assume consigned to memory and what? I'm fighting over this. Their last card's a Riddler. Kind of sucks. Got a scolding. Gonna consign my trigger. R. Okay. Was a big balls no block. Well, I kind of figured like they were basically tapped out. So there's not like a lot of things they could get there that really punish me. Oh. Why didn't we let him consign Flage and counter the consign? Because we were at like 9 life and didn't want to take a 3-ball from Flage. Plus, they could have replicated the consign and we couldn't fight over that. So, makes more sense to just counter the Flage, especially when we know we have the strategic betrayal to follow up. Counter spell back up. Okay, so list felt pretty good. Ragavan was dope. Unholy Heat did a lot of heavy lifting. I liked the Stern Scoldings over the spell snares quite a bit. Yeah, deck felt pretty good, not gonna lie. Like possibly good enough to take it into the challenge tomorrow. Vexing Bauble. Vexing Bauble was a redraw off of the Wrath the Sky's turn. So same as a Mishra's Bauble. It stopped them from, we drew the Vexing Bauble the turn after Prowess plotted a slick shot in garbage time when we had like 4 counter spells in hand. So we have to add some context in there. It did not matter, but it was funny. Other than that, I don't think Vexing Bauble did anything. But it wasn't bad. It didn't do anything bad. It just didn't do anything to like swing a game we weren't already winning. Cameo was great. Kaito. Chef's kiss Kaito, just every time. Especially if you're playing against a bunch of Solitude matchups. Kaito is just so freaking good. I do really dislike, I need to get in the habit against Jeskai Blink. The turn Kaito comes down, it should be an automatic +1. Period. Like, end of discussion, automatic +1, regardless of situation, because that makes like 3 times I've had a Kaito sniped off of an Arena of Glory warped Quantum Riddler. And I think that's too significant. So Kaito has to +1 every single time the turn comes in against Jeskai. I don't think the spell snares out of the board were too good. I think those could have been like another piece of hate. I would have preferred Pyroclasm to Toxic Deluge. So I might just swap out like the 2 spell snare for 2 Pyroclasm and then Toxic Deluge for something else. Strategic Betrayal was really good. Ghost Vacuum was fine. Dispute, great. I don't know. I'm like, this list felt a lot better than I thought it would. I think that's about the easiest way of describing it. I was pleased with the list's first performance. Ragavan looked good.